Listen, before you ever chase the world, remember the one who held your world in her hands. In an old village, far away from the noise of the cities, there lived a boy named Ahil. His home was small, made of mud walls and a roof that leaked when it rained. But inside that small house there was a warmth, a love that wrapped his heart every day. That love was his mother. She would wake before sunrise, her hands rough from years of work. Yet when she touched his face, it felt softer than any silk in the world. She didn't have gold, she didn't have wealth, but she had a heart that could light the darkest nights. Ahil was young, but he understood poverty. He saw how neighbors spoke with disrespect. He saw how people valued others by what they owned, not who they were. And every time someone insulted him, his mother would place her hand on his shoulder and whisper, "My son, remember, the world bows not to those who are rich, but to those who rise with patience and dignity." Those words became his fire. When he grew older, he left his village to find work. His mother packed food for him, wrapped with her prayers, and said, "Go, my son, build a life. But do not forget, a house can be built again, wealth can be earned again, but a mother waits only once." He nodded, but his heart was burning. He didn't just want to survive. He wanted to return as a king, to show the world who he had become. And so he worked day and night, in markets and ports, carrying loads heavier than his dreams. His hands bled, his back ached, but he never stopped. Years passed. Ahil's hard work turned into business. His business turned into success. Success turned into fame. People who once didn't look at him now waited at his door. He wore fine clothes. He traveled like royalty. When he spoke, the world listened. But in all of this, he kept saying to himself, "I will return home, but not yet. Not until I have enough. Not until the world sees my worth." Meanwhile, his mother waited in that same small house, sitting on the old wooden chair outside the door, looking at the road every evening, hoping to see his footsteps. The neighbors would ask, "Do you think he will return?" She would smile gently. A mother does not count days. She only waits, and she waited. One day, Ahil finally said, "Now I am ready. Now I will go home. Now I will give her the world." He filled carriages with gifts, silk, gold, perfumes, coins that could fill 10 houses. His heart rushed with excitement. He imagined the moment he would hold her hands and say, "Mother, your son has returned." The journey home felt endless, but the moment he saw the old village road, his heart beat like thunder. He reached the house. The walls were still the same, the roof still worn, the door still slightly cracked, but something was missing. He didn't hear her voice. He walked inside gently. There she was, sitting in her wooden chair, but silent, her eyes closed, her breath gone. The world he built shattered. He fell to his knees. The gifts he brought slipped from his hands and scattered on the floor. Gold, jewels, wealth, meaningless. He held her hands, the same hands that once held his entire world. But they were cold now. "My mother, I came back. I brought everything." His voice trembled. Tears fell without sound. The neighbors stood behind him, silent. One of them whispered, "She waited every day. She believed you would return." But time does not wait for anyone. Ahil touched his forehead to her hands, and for the first time he understood what wealth could not buy. Not time, not moments, not presence, not the warmth of a mother's voice. He had gained the world, but lost the only heart that loved him without conditions. He stayed beside her till sunrise, whispering the words he wished he had said earlier. "Mother, you were my home, and I learned it only when the home was gone." And from that day on, whenever people asked him about success, he would say, "Wealth can buy comfort, it can buy respect, it can buy admiration, but it can never buy time." And the greatest tragedy is realizing the value of a moment only after it has passed forever.